This big fella in front of me, this is Danny. He's giving you all a wave. Good boy, Danny. And a bit of a roar. These guys are Californian Sealions. We have 4 of them in Dublin Zoo. This is Danny, our big male. To my left here are our 3 females. One of them's out swimming. I'll introduce you to them now as they come out with their trainers. One by one. Now this big girl here, this is our biggest female. She's a 5-year-old and her name is Sienna. And Sienna came to us from Longleat Safari Park in England. This little one is Cassie. Cassie also came to us from England, from Longleat, and she's only a 2-year-old female, nearly 3. And then our baby, who's actually gone inside in the middle. This is Sienna's pup. She'll come out now in a minute. And her name is Flo, and Flo is she's got a year in May. So she's only a baby. She's only started coming out in front of the public. She's only started her training, but she's getting on great, as you can see. Now, as I said, these guys are Californian Sealions. They're found off the coast of California, as far up as Canada to as far down as Mexico, so you don't find them off the coast of Ireland. And the method we use to train them here is called target training. As you can see, our keepers have these sticks with a pointed bit at the end, and they're called target sticks. And the Sealions are trained to follow the target stick wherever it goes. They're trained to lie down. Our keepers can rub them. We can check their flippers, check their eyes, check their teeth. We can get them nice and close to them. And the main aim behind this is that when a vet comes in, he can check the Sealion, he can give them medicine, he can put eye drops in, he can take a blood sample, and there's no stress involved. They do this every day. They're well used to us being here, and they're well used to us getting up nice and close. So the main aim is that it's all nice and relaxed with no stress. Now, our girls are also trained to close the doors behind themselves in their pens. We'll see if any of them will do it. They all can do it, whether they want to or not is another question. There we go. Cassie, Flo, will Sienna do it? 3 in a row. Yay! So they go in, they use their nose or their flippers, they close the door with a nice big bang, and it means that we don't shut them in, we don't lock them in, they choose to do it themselves. So if we ever need to clean the pool, or if we ever need to have them in, out of the way for a period of time, they go in there, they give the door a bang, and they know they can get fed in there, it's nice and safe, and everyone's happy. Now, as I said, they're Californian Sealions, and a lot of people ask us the difference between seals and Sealions, so there's 2 main differences. One is their ears. As you can see on Danny's head, he's got these big earlobes, like us, so his ears are outside his head. Seals, on the other hand, they have no earlobes. Their ears are hidden and their heads are nice and smooth and flat. The second difference, we might have to get Danny a bit wet for this, is the way they walk on the ground. Danny has these huge big flippers and he walks along the ground. He holds his upper body upright, so they're nice and strong and they can support this upper weight when he moves. So that's the way Sealions walk, nice and proud. Now seals, on the other hand, they're built differently. Their front flippers are a lot smaller, they're a lot weaker, and Sealions will slide along the ground on their belly. So we'll see if Danny would give us his best impression of a seal. There we go, good boy. That's the way seals move. Nice big roar after that. So they get their name, Sealion, from the fact they live in the sea. They're marine mammals, and when they roar, I don't know if you can hear Danny roaring, but apparently he sounds like a lion. So that's where the name Sealion comes from. So we might see if Danny would treat us to a jump. Sealions, they live on rocky seashore, so they jump out of the water to reach these rocky beaches that they sunbathe on. They also jump out of the water at speed and change direction to avoid their predators, which would be sharks and killer whales. Nice big jump, Danny, nice big splash. Good boy! Danny is 15 years old. Danny was born here in Dublin Zoo. And he weighs about 250, 260 kilos, so he's big and heavy. Now, these grey birds that you can see here, there's 2 here. There's a few behind you over there. There's about 30 of them that live in the zoo, and they're grey heron. They're wild. We don't catch them, we don't look after them, they just live here. And they hang around this pool, and they hang around the penguin pool, because they know they might be able to steal fish when we're not looking, and when the sea lions are feeling a bit slow. So sometimes they do get the odd fish that Danny misses. And they can be quite brave. Good boy. So as you can see, Danny can move quite fast when he wants to. They can reach speeds of about 30 kilometres an hour. And he can hold his breath for about 20 minutes, 15 to 20 minutes when they dive. We feed them mackerel, squid, herring, scratch, so it's a nice mix of food. He stole a fish. Just be careful, because when they steal fish they tend to fly out over the crowd's heads, and sometimes they drop the bit of fish. And we've had fish land in buggies and in handbags and on heads, so just watch yourselves. So I'm going to finish up there. JP only has a few more bits of fish left. The girls will finish up training soon enough. After this there is a penguin talk behind me in the pool right behind this enclosure, so you can ask any questions there if you have any. There's also a giraffe and a rhino talk, and that's at 3 o'clock, and that's up in African Plains, up the steps here and up to the left, and you'll see them be able to feed the giraffes and whatnot.